You sit down to study, and suddenly, studying feels harder than running a marathon. 5 minutes in, you are already scrolling through reels and convincing yourself that you need to get this new product you saw in an ad for. And suddenly, hours are gone, and you haven't touched a single page.
The problem isn't you. The problem is that you are relying on motivation. And sometimes motivation doesn't show up. But here's the good news, you can study even when you have zero motivation. And by the end of this video, I'll be talking you through some strategies through which you can study even on the days when you have nothing to motivate you to study. Hey, if you are new here, I'm a med student. And on this channel, I share study tips, productivity guides, and generally the realistic side of med school. If that's your thing and you might want to hang around, then hit the subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to press the like button. It helps the channel grow. And if you have got your own tips or struggles and you want to share them, drop them down in the comments. I would love to hear more from you. Look, I get it. Some days, even opening the book feels impossible. You want to be productive, but your brain just doesn't cooperate. And honestly, that's normal. Everyone struggles with this. You are not the only one. We put so much pressure on ourselves to be motivated at all the time. But honestly, motivation is such a fickle thing. Some days you will have it, some days you might not. And some days, even when you have it, it will go out without any indications. This is when the guilt kicks in. You want to study, but you can't. And the harder you try, the worse it feels because you can't just force it. But here's the truth. Studying isn't about waiting for perfect motivation. It's about knowing how to start small and just keep the momentum going on. So instead of waiting for motivation to magically appear, let's talk about what you can do. Alright, so here's one of the best techniques that I have learned for when studying just feels impossible. I have heard it from Dr. Justin Sung's video, and this method is known as the ladder method. Alright, so the ladder method divides your studying into 3 steps or 3 runs. The first run, second run, and the third run. Think of your study session like climbing a ladder. You don't jump straight to the top, you take one step at a time. So on the first run, you start small. Skim summaries, glance at diagrams, or just quickly review something you already understand. This lowers the boundary for entry. You are not trying to understand the whole chapter at once. You are just trying to know what this chapter is all about, just the very basics of the chapter. You are just warming up your brain and telling to it, see, I'm doing something. Then comes the second run. Once you have built that momentum, add a little bit of change, add a little bit of challenge to it. This is where you tackle medium level concepts. Maybe reading explanations in detail, doing practice questions, or simply just rewriting concepts in your own flavor. By now, your brain is already switched on. It feels way easier than if you had started with this in the first step. Finally, the third run. This is where you do the heavy lifting. And honestly, to me, the third run feels a lot more personal because only you can tell what you find to be difficult. For some, it might be to, just do case based scenarios. For some, it might be just to practice flashcards. It is all a personal preference. This step is what usually drains you the most. But here's the secret, it doesn't feel nearly as overwhelming anymore because you've already built up to it step by step. The beauty of the ladder method is that it doesn't rely on motivation. You are just breaking this whole big study chunk into 3 steps. 3 steps that you can do by building up your momentum. This momentum is all the ladder method is about. You are tricking your brain into starting small, and before you even know it, you are just dealing with the whole chapter by the end of the study session. Now, the ladder method works great as a standalone itself. But you know how it goes. You can always just stack productivity habits on top of it. And hey, if you're finding this helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Alright, let's now dive into the bonus strategies that you can use on top of the ladder method to boost your productivity session even more. Sometimes your brain just needs a little bit of change. Maybe go from studying from your bed to studying on your table. If you are studying on your table, then just clear out the stuff and rearrange it. And if you're studying beside a window, just open up the curtains. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. The Pomodoro technique is such a simple yet such an effective technique. You just set a short timer, say like 25 minutes. You tell yourself, I'll focus on my studying for just these 25 minutes. And before you know it, you will just keep going past the timer even without noticing. And even if you don't go past the 25-minute marker, hey, that's alright. You studied for 25 minutes more than you would have if you didn't even start studying. Sometimes your brain just needs a little bit of a break. If you are drained, don't force it. Grab a bottle of water, a cup of tea, get a little stretch, everything helps now. And hey, if you want to rest right now, then it's alright. You definitely deserve it. And of course, distractions. Keep your phone out of reach or just turn on Do Not Disturb. Out of sight, out of mind. So try stacking these little productivity hacks on top of the ladder method. You don't need to feel 100% motivated, you just need to have the right system to get started with your studying. At the end of the day, studying isn't about being motivated all the time. It's about showing up and working step by step towards your goal. And if you found this video helpful, I'm sure you will love the next video that I have planned out. Well, this is all for now. I hope you have a great day and even greater study session. This is Avinav signing out.